What up, though? I'm JR.
And I'm Dante.
And here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing. Here goes nothing.
Hey, bro. So the question is, man, do you think we live in the lives we chose or the lives that we had access to?
It's a good question. Shoot, I think it kind of depends on, like, where you came from, like, in life, like how you was brought up. Like, if you was, didn't have access to a lot, if you was in the hood struggling and stuff like that, or if you was like a trust fund baby and you had unlimited access to money, you know what I'm saying? Feels like it depends on your circumstance.
I mean, when I look at it, bro, it feels like sometimes people look at it like the decisions we make are like the best decisions we can make. And a lot of people don't realize sometimes it's the only decision there is for a lot of people, you know? So I just feel like we don't necessarily choose in a lot of situations where we from, you know?
Yeah, if it's like, you know, lack of resources and stuff like that. Okay, so like if you come up in like the inner city, let's just say that.
Okay.
Where, you know, there isn't a lot of, you know, financial literacy being taught. So you don't understand what financial literacy is. Like, you know what I'm saying? All you know is that you got to make it somehow. You got to get it by any means necessary. So, you know, that leads you to start taking chances that, you know, somebody from the suburbs or somebody from a well-off, you know, community won't have to do.
Yeah, it makes sense, bro.
You know, taking chances like jumping out here.
Trying to make it happen.
You know, selling.
Getting how you live. I mean, it's like a lot of times, it's like your house. It's like a language in your house. Like, you know, let's say you're Spanish or whatever, you speak Mexican or Spanish, whatever I don't know the correct term, but you speak that in your home. If you're
Hispanic, you speak Spanish.
There you go. There you go. But it's like a language in your house. Like financial literacy is like a language. And if you don't speak that in your home, it's almost like you have no choice but to be financially illiterate. Your mom don't talk it. Your brothers don't talk it. You don't hear these words that matter like credit. You know what I'm saying? Loans. You know, being able to fill out a proper resume, things like that that come into play to get you in positions to get money. You don't hear these conversations.
Right.
That right there to me is one of the biggest disconnects. And I wouldn't call it suburbs and hood, but let's say upper and lower class.
Right.
You know,
because you can be taught this stuff in the hood if they know about it.
Nowadays, you can go find it.
Right.
The information is out there nowadays.
Right. You just gotta go seek it.
Yeah. But think about the generation before us, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They would get up and grind every day. You know what I'm saying? With blindfolds on, just trying to keep the lights on, not knowing that what they're doing the money they're making could start making money for them. You know what I'm saying? With the proper knowledge.
Right. What sets you back? Because, you know, if you're not aware of things, then, you know, you can't do better unless you know what better is. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's like the biggest thing is having access to information.
Yeah.
You know, if that access is being withheld from you, then, you know, you don't know about these things that exist. Just like, you know, investing.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, investing in stocks and stuff like that. Now it's becoming like a thing to where it's like a popular thing and a lot of people are doing it now. You know what I'm saying? But think about, you know, years back when we were ignorant to investing, but there were a lot of people that were investing. You know what I'm saying? Making money. They've been doing this for years, bro. You see what I'm saying? But we didn't know what that was or how to even go about doing it.
That's true.
So you see what I'm saying? Like that access to that information to where you start participating, now you can start making money. You see what I'm saying? But before...
Bro, I didn't know about credit until I fucked mine up. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know about overdraft fees, bro, until I blew an account. Right. You know, I'm going to be wholeheartedly 100 with you, man. I didn't even really get, like, credit savvy until, like, almost my mid to late 20s, bro. Really? And it wasn't because of, like, not seeking knowledge. I didn't think I needed it. You know what I mean? Like,
you figure, like, as long as I got cash in my pocket, I'm good.
No.
Right. Well, see, me on the flip side of that, like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I learned about credit early because, you know, my mom and my dad always kind of, like, told me about credit. You know what I'm saying? And told me that was an important thing to not mess up. So did I listen to it? Nah, not really. Not at first. Because when I got out of high school, bro, I went to the Army right away. So, you know, when you in the military... you know, these credit card companies, these car companies, everybody give you stuff because they know you got money coming.
They know where the money coming
They
from.
know the money, so they'll give you enough to
okay.
hang yourself, and it's on you to be smart about whether or not you're gonna utilize what they trying to give you.
It's
or
up
not.
to you though, like you said.
It's up to you. You see what I'm saying?
But you was armed with some knowledge, right? So it was
Yeah.
kind of like dinner table conversations, you know, like
Yeah. See, I knew about it. I just wasn't taking heed
see,
to
and
it.
that's the difference. You can know, but there's the other side, like you said, taking heed to it. Like,
Right. I'm like, damn, do I really need it? You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So,
young,
hey, bro,
man.
I'm talking about, boy, I killed my credit.
man,
Now I'm over 800. You know what I'm saying? I've been over 800 for some years, but I'm saying like then.
you almost a ton. You a metric?
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah.
My
Boy,
shit
I'm
ain't-
like a credit Nazi.
My shit ain't that good.
I'm a credit not, bro. I'm telling you, I'm a credit Nazi.
Oh man,
I got like every little credit thing you can get. Like alerts come through on my
See,
phone and all that. I
man.
don't play around.
and I'm still the safe deposit guy. I'm the safe deposit boss guy, dude. Like, yeah, I got. Don't get me wrong, my credit score is it's good, you know, on a little scale or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, that safe deposit box is great. You know, and I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. I'm just saying for me, growing up and kind of moving how I was moving, it's hard to shake that. You know, but what I should have did and what I should do still is take that money and put it in like mutual funds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to make the money work.
Speaking of funds, making it work. I just want to let's just give the people a little game because I just want to give them. You could take that same amount that you stashing and put it in a whole life insurance policy, bro. With a whole life insurance policy, you can literally borrow from that money once you reach a certain threshold and pay yourself back.
Right.
You know, tax free, you know, interest and all that, right? A lot of people will take that same money that you can have, you can throw into that account and go trick it on the bottle. Or go trick it on, you know, some weave or some nails.
Yikes.
The money that we think is nothing in that world, it does numbers. It does major stuff in that world.
Oh yeah, for
we
sure.
We don't get that information. Like you said earlier, it's like a privilege to know that early though. Man, how many dope boys you know? You know what I'm saying? Think about that for man. I done watch cats make thousands, man. And
Hundreds of thousands, to be honest. Cats in the hood was getting it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You know what I'm saying? But you think about, you know, had they had information to do other things with the money,
Yes, sir.
you know, they could have got out and been balling.
And got other people out
because
with
they
them.
say, like, you know, people who, you know, run, you know, drug dealing
I'm
corporations
with
or
you.
whatever they want to call it. You know what I'm saying? They say that they can be head of, you know,
Fortune 500
corporations,
person.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
Fortune
You know what I'm saying?
500
Because they
companies.
smart
Yeah.
enough. If you can do this, you can do that.
Yeah.
But it's all about, you know, what kind of access did you have?
True. That's
You know what I'm saying?
And that's ill when you think about it because let's just say in the day and age we in now, with all of this information surrounding us, right? What is stopping cats now from making these choices? Like what's in the way now? It's the seek. You got to seek the knowledge, bro. It's
Yeah.
out there now, but
Well, I mean, to be honest, bro, a lot of people don't want to read nothing. I'm gonna just say it, like, I'm gonna be honest, man. A lot of people want you to tell them everything. If you think about like how society is set up now, bro.
I get it. I'm
like,
with you.
Everybody wants stuff simplified.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know this for a fact from running businesses. Like, you can have signage all over the place. People are like, oh man, you should have a sign that says this. And it's like, for what? Y'all don't read it. You can have an open sign right there, a business hour sign right there, and people come right to you and say, what time you open? What time you close? And it's right there. They won't read it.
You ain't never lied, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
I'ma be
You
with-
can have signs everywhere, bro, and people will walk right past the sign and ask. They want you to tell them. People don't want to read, so it's kind of hard to access a lot of information if you don't want to read in the first place.
So, okay. Well, when does speaking of reading, since you want to bring reading in this equation, because I agree 1,000%. A lot of cats don't. Why wouldn't this be something that we were taught in schools then? Like
I be wondering that all
I
the
can tell
time.
you what photosynthesis is. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you what a lot of stuff is that don't matter now.
Don't matter at all, bro.
I don't know if it's the times that we came up in or what, but
man,
a lot of stuff that we should have learned in school that we didn't really learn. I felt like we learned a lot of. I'm gonna just call it what it is. A lot of BS.
Keep
bro.
it 100.
We learned a lot of BS.
Why should
Like the square root of this. all of this stuff that we learned, man, it just was like, where do we apply this at?
You don't. They did a good job making good employees. They wasn't making us to be like free thinkers, bro. They wasn't like this is your first period should be doing your taxes. Third period should be balancing your checkbook. You know,
it wasn't based for the entrepreneur.
Exactly. It wasn't based to succeed in the real world without help. You know what I'm saying? They end up stuffing a lot of knowledge or a lot of useless information into your head to make you think you were learning. But when you got out in the real world, the only things that really mattered, credit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Learning how to put money away. Learning how to pay yourself first. Learning how to move money in the stock market. Learn how to make your money work so you don't have to work as hard.
Exactly.
They want you to work till you're 65 instead of figuring out a way early to make your money do what it needs to do. We
should have been learning passive income.
There you go,
Stuff
bro.
to make us make money while we sleeping.
Exactly. But that's not knowledge they want you to have. And I know it's a big boogeyman, they. But we all know they. It don't have to be the they. But you get where we're going with this, right?
Right.
Sometimes people will like... How can I put it, bro?
And let me say this too. It's not nothing wrong with working a job either.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not fit to run a business or a Fortune 500 company or, do these things. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a job.
No, bro.
But at the same time, it's like if you want to make money on the side or make more money or whatever, like even people who work a job can still invest money on the
yourself.
side.
You can still pay yourself first.
Yeah.
Why? The rule of thirds, bro. You got to pay yourself first. Handle what you got to do, and then whatever you got after that is your play money. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Your first money is you. You your first priority.
You always got to pay yourself first and put something.
Now, your wages may not be high. You might not be able to pay yourself a lot from the beginning, but you got to pay yourself in order to move forward.
Something is better than nothing.
There you go.
And I think that's where some people become discouraged because they feel like, well, I don't have a lot to put away. And it's like, okay, that's fine, but what do you have?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, even if you put, let's say you only can put $100 a month away. That ain't nothing. That's how people would think. Yeah. But 12 months, that's $1,200.
$1,200.
As opposed to if you put $0 away every month, you got $0 at the end of the year. You see what I'm saying? And as the year goes on, that $1,200, you know what I'm saying, adds up to be something.
Yeah. If you don't put nothing away, you broke.
And that's just hypothetically speaking. I'm not saying like, that's going to be, just this, this big, huge amount. But I'm saying something is better than nothing.
Man, I'm gonna tell you,
if you put that away for X amount of years, it's gonna be a lot more than zero, than not doing anything.
Bro, if you starving and I told you you can get a piece of my hoagie, would you take it?
Exactly.
You better get the whole
something
hoagie.
is better than nothing. That's what people gotta understand. It's
live to fight another day. Yeah,
right,
bro.
It doesn't matter if you got like a little bit of something to put or a lot of bit of something to put away.
You better put something away.
Is better than nothing.
It's the honest truth. And I hate that we have to make it, we gotta laugh about it, but it's kind of a sad situation when you think about the amount of people and the amount of people that we know who don't give themselves an opportunity or haven't been given an opportunity because of where they're from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who they were born, what family they were born into, you know what I'm saying? Or who they know. People don't understand the value of mentorship, bro.
Right.
You may not have knew nobody in your family, right? No direct connection to paper or nothing, but like, okay, for me, for example, let's just use me for example, bro. What changed my life, it wasn't no paycheck, bro. It wasn't like a major moment. It was a person. You know what I'm saying? Maurice Thornton. I'll never forget this dude as long as I live, man. Boys and Girls Club. He showed me that it was a different way to go about life. He didn't laugh when I asked questions. He helped me understand that what I'm doing isn't big enough, right?
Right.
So I'm saying all that to say your mentor don't have to be a millionaire.
Right.
He just got to be a step ahead of you and willing to reach back. You know what I'm saying? Just willing to reach back. Woman, I'm not excluding women. She as well. She willing to reach back. Point being, we have to figure out how to be more mentors in our community to help us get this knowledge as well.
Exactly.
Because like you said, people don't read, bro. But they got 2 ears.
Right.
They might listen to this pod. Somebody might hear this pod and be like, my life is, they boys gave me some game. I'm
Hey,
ready.
no,
You know what
for
I'm saying? On some real talk, bro.
really.
Then gave me some game. I'm ready to. Don't be surprised what one book or one pod or two people can do. You know what I'm saying? It's real, bro. Like the game is different, but at the same time, it's the same.
And to be honest, like, you know, a lot of times it's not what you know, it's who you know too.
There you go.
Because you know, knowing people that are in powerful positions can help you go a long way too.
Yeah.
Like if you know somebody that's, you know, in the door somewhere, they can pull you in. You know what I'm saying?
Remember how I got the final cut, bro? Do you remember? Or do I gotta tell him? Well, if it wasn't for this dude got me the gig at Final Cut. And I couldn't even cut it. But knowing bro put me in a position that helped me get better though. Like, you know, I was able to be around a bunch of cats, learn and grow. And if it wasn't for like you reaching back in that moment, it would have been like, wasn't no shops hiring me, bro. I was mutilating cats. So you helped somebody put me in a position, which was dope. And that's what I mean by reaching back and helping, like knowledge wise, right?
Right.
Now, the one thing I want to say, bro, about financial literacy real quick before we like move on is the fact that it comes to a point where we can't sit around and say, woe is me, you know, as a community. You know, as a community, we can't continue to be like, they holding it back from us. You know what I'm saying? Because it's out there, right? The knowledge is out there. The mentors are out there. But either we not willing to listen, or we ain't reading, or we don't care. You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
Well, mine says is your whole mind frame is what's going to determine like where you're going to be at and what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to learn.
Yeah.
You know, willing to accept information and then apply it to whatever it is that you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like, you know, who is this person to tell me anything? And with that kind of attitude, like, you know, it won't really get you nowhere if I acting like that. You know, so you got to be willing to, you know, take heed to someone trying to show you the way too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can tell you some information that's good. It don't have to be, you know, whoever you think it is in your mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some people look down upon somebody that, you know, they don't feel like is in a position to tell them something, but it's just like sometimes you can get a good message from, you know,
a messed up source.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, you know,
Yeah.
are you going to receive the message or are you looking at the messenger to where you're just like, oh, I'm not going to listen to that. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people
I'm not just saying just listen to anybody, but
you hear the
even
message.
a broken clock is right.
Twice a day.
Exactly. So
At least hear them out, right?
exactly. That's my whole point in
But
that.
he could have made, okay, for example, like he could have been in a situation in his life where he was the smartest man around, but made a bad choice. Not because he wanted to, it's because he had to. It probably is the only choice he had, right? So now he's in a messed up position because of something that happened to him, but that don't mean the message he's giving you ain't worth the same.
Right, because bro, like speaking on that, like I seen a video that kind of like went viral. It was like a guy, I don't know if he was like in a bum type situation or whatever. I don't know if you might have seen it, but it was like these dudes, they was sitting in the car and the guy outside, he looked like he might have been like, you know, banged up or whatever. But like the jewels in the game he was giving them was right. Like what he was talking about was right in the video. Like, you know what I'm saying? The dude, he just looked like he might have been like a bum or whatever, but you can tell he had some sense about him though.
Exactly.
Everything he was saying was spot on. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, you could look at him and be like, oh, well, I ain't about to listen to that.
Why,
but he was giving game though. So it's just like, why wouldn't you?
Bro, a tattered book, a torn and tattered book, bro. As long as you can still read the words, it's still a book, bro.
Yeah.
It's still a book. He may be broke down and raggedy, but if he telling you something that's resonating, man, you better take that information. Because one, he giving it to you out of warning, probably. Because he's standing here, bad choices, things happen, whatever, and he's trying to prevent you. A lot of people don't take heed, man. And I hate to keep saying our community, bro, but a lot of people in our community don't take heed to like stories from guys who've been there before, where they're like, man, I had it all. I had Cadillacs, I had it all. I know, man, look, especially old players. Well, I had all of it. I had money going out everywhere, right? But I did this and I did that, you know, and you hear this dude talking that's probably holding his pants up with shoestring or whatever, and you like, man, I don't want to hear that, bro. You ain't never had nothing.
Well, that's, you know, you know, in the culture now that, you know, they talking about the YNs and all that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna just be honest, like a lot of them really don't be wanting to hear too much of nothing.
Nah,
but it's like that's the difference though, because like when we was coming up, we had OGs, we had old heads that like, you know, we would take game from and listen to. You know what I'm saying? That would show us the right way. So it's kind of like that same type of thing should be happening now, and it kind of does still. It's just whether or not they gonna take heed to it or they gonna listen to it.
But the OGs was giving us exactly the information that we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't telling us to take that money, go let it make some money. They was telling us, man, you know, get to it, get how you live, youngster. You know, don't let that. They was still giving us game, but they was missing something. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it depends on the kind of old heads you was talking to.
Man, I ain't know no old heads from the stock
You know what
market.
I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I ain't know no old heads that didn't fell from grace in the stock market or nothing like that. It was usually an old head who had some hustling money. You know what I'm saying? Which is still good, like you said earlier. That's conversation and information from a Fortune 500 cat. If you ran something in the streets, you got information still, right? And nowadays, you can even find information in music. What's my man's name? Larry June?
Oh yeah,
You know, like cats like that even rapping about it. You can get it on. You can get it on wax.
he
bro.
talking about, you know, eating healthy,
exactly,
good credit,
bruh,
all kind of stuff,
bruh.
Making financial plays, investing. Yeah, it's cats that's really talking that.
You can get it over a beat now. So why ain't you listening? You can dance to it, bro. You
It's
can
true.
dance to it.
But you know,
Like you said, you got an 800 credit score, right? You know, I got a decent credit score, right? But we outliers. It's more people like that's not like us, bro. That's like us, man. It's a lot of guys out here who got pockets full of money, bands, and end up like having to do GoFundMe's when they pass because the money that was on them was the money they had. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't invest it or put it in a place where they can literally like use it for what it's worth. It's just paper at the end of the day, unless you make it do something. They don't make it do nothing, and that's the problem that I see a lot of times, man. A lot of cats don't hold on to like the future. They don't think about the future. They like, I'm gonna get it.
living in the right now.
There it is.
Right.
I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna spin it. And then it's like, nah, man. We never gonna get ahead. We're never gonna grow. We're never gonna actually be able to have a foothold if you don't really anchor yourself in.
But see, the difference is now it's like with us being equipped with more information and having more access now, it's like it's our job, especially as, you know, we both fathers, like, you know, to teach our youngsters this stuff so they don't, you know, come up not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right,
so
bro.
they could be in a way better position, because that's all, you know, the people who got the money, that's what they do with their kids.
Oh, they keep
put
it in
them
house.
positions.
Yeah, they
you know
keep
what I'm
it in
saying?
house.
They put them in positions to make money.
Yeah.
You know, they give them the game to invest.
Put them on
to
credit card.
save.
Put them on credit cards early, so they got credit
Exactly.
scores to building and all that. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I get you saying. I get
so
what you're saying.
it's our job
So
to
it's
make
on
sure
us.
that we're doing that.
It's on each individual, right, to seek the knowledge and get the knowledge, right?
Right,
Is basically
for
what
sure.
you're saying. So what do we do about the ones who can't read, bro, or don't want to read? You know what I'm saying? What do we not try?
I mean, all you can do is try, but
Like
you
if
know,
somebody right now turn this pod off once we start talking about financial literacy. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm sure.
It's somebody
I'm sure it
right
probably
now who's
is.
like, man, I don't
I'm
want to hear
sure.
that.
But you know, as the saying go, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
I got a different saying. It's kind of like that one, but I don't think it's pod appropriate.
Oh, well, don't say that then.
All my players
Don't
know.
say
though.
that then.
Yeah, you know.
But yeah, like I said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it
You
drink.
right,
So
bro.
all you can do is provide, you know, to a person what they need to know.
Like this pod full
They
of
can
game.
choose to take it or not.
But the game slapping you in the face right now. Like this pod is full of game. If you take 10% of what me and you just talked about and apply it to something that you got going on, you can grow a little bit. And like you said, a little bit you can go a long way. Something better than nothing.
Something is always better than nothing.
You can grow. We don't have to continue to think that we have to get up and do the 9-to-5 grind every day until we die. That's how they want you to think. They want you to think this is what you have to do every day instead of passive income, instead of moving money to make things better for you. They don't want you to understand that your life can be more than to get up and go to work. So it's our job to talk to our people. We need more businesses. We need more entrepreneurs, but we also need more people to be able to teach the ones who willing to work for those entrepreneurs within our community, right? because those are still valuable pieces. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's like a pawn on the chessboard, queen on the
Yeah.
chessboard. Like we need all
Gotta
the pieces.
I mean, it's got to. Workers have to exist. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro.
We saw that during COVID, like
Man.
when people didn't want to work. You know what I'm saying? And how that messed up the economy and how
Crazy.
things like, you know,
You right.
You gotta have workers from all, you know, aspects.
Everybody
every
can't
area.
own the business, right?
Right.
But everybody don't necessarily have to live like a worker.
No, that's true too.
You know, and that's
Right.
kind of what I mean, bro. Like we have to teach the workers even to think like entrepreneurs, even if you don't own the business, bro. Put your money up, put some money away for your kids. Get some life insurance. Like, God damn it, get some life insurance, man.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people dying, and boy, once it's over with, they don't got nothing in place to bury them, to take care of, like, you know, bills that they might have had, and now
Bro.
the family stuck with it.
Stuck looking crazy.
Yeah.
Your son sitting there holding a handful of tears. You know what I'm saying? Like all you left
That's
that
true,
boy
too.
was your last name and some bad credit. You know what I'm saying?
This dude, right?
I just like it's just basic. Like it's $30 a month, man. Get some life insurance. If you in the streets, especially. If you in the streets, especially get some life insurance.
For sure, for sure.
Like because I've seen a lot of cats who I thought was getting money, and they probably was. Man, that bell that bell get the tone in there, or was it tolling? And they come for you, and you ain't got nothing to pay for your passage. That's crazy to me, man.
Yeah.
$30. You making thousands.
But see, that's the thing, though. Like, you know,
But that's what they use for generational wealth, though. I was just finna say,
Right.
like when others pass, we're gonna say the upper class. When they pass, they kids get 100,000, 200,000, 300,000.
more than that, depending on what type of, you know, what type of money
I
they
got
was
$1
working
million
with.
on mine. I'm like Nipsey around here, bro. I got $1 million on my flesh. I swear to goodness, my son.
But you gotta understand too, though. Some cats is out here, they don't know this.
That is true.
You know.
I mean, if they listening, they know. You know now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, is some cats don't know nothing about life insurance policies. You would think that it's something simple that everybody would know that, but no, there's some cats out here that don't have a clue.
I never even thought about it.
So it's just like, you know.
But you gonna die, nigga. Like
Yeah, but that don't mean that you know about, if in case I die, let me have this policy in place for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's something simple, but
a lot of cats don't think that.
sometimes
Yeah.
something simple is not what they know. Just like common sense ain't common. You would think that, you know, everybody has common sense. No, not necessarily.
Yeah, because I mean, then you be thinking like, okay, I can get it tomorrow. I keep putting it off, and you don't know you're gonna
Or it
die
could
at
be that
26.
too.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
got gunned down at 26, and you never got around to it. I can see that.
So you just never know. You
Well,
never know.
if you
what a
know
person
somebody in
knows.
the streets, if you somebody baby mama, somebody like that in the streets, you can get life insurance on people.
Oh yeah.
You can literally get life insurance on people, bro.
I know that.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're worried about your baby daddy in the streets, get him some life insurance. You worried about your son in the streets, get him
Put
some
a
life
policy
insurance.
on him.
There you go. Because what's going to happen is you're going to lose him. Yes, that's sad. But the family will progress. So you can get out of the cycle, and maybe the grandbabies ain't got to worry about going out like daddy or mama or whatever.
Here goes